Hey everybody, I am going to be adjusting my camera, so if you all could bear with me, and we're going to start our live video in just a few minutes. Alrighty, I think I got it good. If you can't see, then just let me know, and I will change the I'll change the camera angle a little bit. Alright, so today I am going to be working on a piece. I decided to do sorry about that, y'all. I forgot to turn the music off in the background, but we are back. And as I was saying, the transfer, or the project that I'm doing today, is a project for my a corner in my in the house. I'm gonna redo. It's like a little makeover. I'm gonna redo that corner, and this is one of the pieces that is going to go on the wall. So I am working with chalk couture transfers from the Chalk Stories collection Southwest, the Chalk Stories Southwest collection. And the Chalk West collection has several transfers. It has this Wild and Free transfer, it has this Wonder transfer, it has this Buffalo transfer, and it has this beautiful motif transfer, which I don't have yet. It is coming in the mail, and I'm actually you see a border around my picture. I'm actually going to do this in that motif when I get it. I'm going to do the border, and I'm going to chalk it in with that motif design. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. The first thing, I kind of laid out how I think I want to have this picture. So I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna start up at the top, and I'm gonna work my way down towards the bottom, and then I'm gonna come back up to the top because I want to do some flowers above the antlers. So I'm going to start with, and this is a great chalk couture fuzz cloth. I need to wash it because I've used it several times, and I've gotten some chalk paste on it. But I'm going to start with my Wonder transfer, and I'm going to fuzz it. Oh, am I fuzzing it on the right side? Sorry about that. And I'm gonna fuzz it. And once I know it's fuzzed really, really good, I'm going to try to center it. I don't usually measure when I'm chalking or doing pieces, I just kind of eyeball it. And if it looks good to me, that's what I'm gonna go with. All right, so that's my Wonder. And I'm gonna go with Southwest colors. So I started on the board, if you can see. I did use the I did use this transfer, but I only used the head because, and I used it on the corners here, because I'm going to use this in another picture that I'm actually going to set on top of the table that I'm going to do. So I only use the head in the picture, and the color, which I'm absolutely loving these new Couture colors. I'm going to be using a shimmer copper. I'm going to be using the shimmer gold, and the buffalo head was done, I believe it already, in the shimmer red, and that is the shimmer red. And I love these colors, they are awesome. So because it's a Southwest theme, I'm also going to add some of Couture's New Tide. I love that blue, and I think that's gonna go really well. I'm gonna probably add some of this pumpkin, maybe some of this marigold, some iced coffee. Now this is gonna be for the flowers I'm gonna put in here, and then this new parakeet green. So these are the colors that I'm going to be working with. Oh, and I forgot my bumblebee. Can't forget my bumblebee. These are the colors I'm gonna be working with. And I think I forgot to put some water in my Couture spray bottle. So let me go do that, because as I'm going, I want to be able to move quickly with spraying, with stirring, with whatever I need to do. So I have all of my supplies off to the left here, and I already have some water ready. So when I get through chalking, I can put my transfers in the water, and I have some wipes to wipe them down a little bit to hold them until I can get started. So I'm looking at this, and I think I want to go with, this shimmer red. I kind of want to have this shimmer red at the top, in the middle, and since I have it at the bottom, kind of give it a little, you know, like it's all over, because I really like this color. I really, really do. So I'm going to do Wonder in our shimmer red. So there we go. Okay. And I think that looks pretty nice. Doesn't take a lot. And of course, if you've seen me do videos before, once I get all of the paste off of the transfer, I'm going to put it right back in my jar. And I try to keep the top on the jar as I'm going, because I don't want my chalk paste to dry out. And there's my Wonder. Wow, isn't that pretty? I really, really like this color. I really like this color. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this transfer real quick, and I'm gonna try to move quickly here, because I'm gonna try to have this video not be too long. It's a big picture, and it involves multiple transfers. So thank you all for joining me, and if you're not watching me live, welcome to the replay of this video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Helena Smith, and I am a Couture designer. And I will post a link at the end of this video and on my webpage for you to, if you want to do this project, there'll be a link to my website and you can purchase these transfers and paste, and you can do this project yourself if you have a little southwest corner in your home that you would like to do. So I took my transfer, and for the sake of time, I just wiped it clean with a little Clorox wipe to get the chalk paste off of it. That's why my fuzz cloth looks like this. And then I'm going to just lay it back on my sheet, because these are definitely reusable, until I can actually have a chance to wash it really good in the sink. So I'll just lay it back on there for now, and voila. Okay, so the next piece I'm going to work on is going to be, I'm going to actually, I know I said I was going to start from the top, but I'm going to put this Wild and Free on because I wanted to make sure that I centered the skull and the antlers kind of center. So I'm going to go ahead and put my Wild and Free on here, and I'm going to have that go up just a little bit. And again, I'm not measuring, I'm just eyeballing it to see if it looks good to me. So this is our Wild and Free. And I'm going to do this in the shimmer gold. So I think I already have some open. I do. And I'm going to stir this. Now the chalk paste should be yogurt-like consistency. If it's not, you can just spray a little water in there and stir it up until you get the consistency that you need to work on the project. So I've had this gold for a while. I've used it on quite a few projects. I love the color, the shimmer gold. So I'm going to use it here. So I think that's a good enough consistency. And I really don't need this much. A lot of this is going to come off and come back into the jar. But there we go. I've got that on there. And I put that back on the top. And I went ahead and invested in Chalk Couture's large angled handle, because I have recently got a quite a few large transfers, and I wanted to be able to put the chalk paste on really easily, and this tool allows me to do that. Look at that. See how much coverage I'm getting? I'm literally covering up the whole transfer with just a swoop. All right, so let's go back. There we go. I have so much chalk paste left on this squeegee. It's unbelievable. And I'm just going back over. And I probably didn't need to do that, but for some reason it looked like this gold wasn't going all the way through the transfer. I don't know, maybe it's because of the color. But you see all that? All of that chalk paste that's left on my squeegee? I'm going to put all of that back in this jar to reuse again. See? There we go. just for the sake of it, I'm going to take the smaller squeegee and just kind of go over that again. I don't know why it was looking like this gold wasn't going through the transfer. I'm sure it is. It just, I don't know, maybe it's the lighting in here or something. But there we are. Here's my Wild and Free in gold. Wow, look at that. Oh, I didn't get all of the A. So I'm gonna set this back down. See if I can line it back up. And go over that A again. I knew it. Just looking at it, I knew that I was missing something. Like it wasn't all there. See if I can go over this A again. Just this A appears to not have gotten enough chalk on it. So, let's see. There we go. That's better. So again, I'm going to just, while I'm letting that dry, I'm going to take my little wet wipe and I'm going to go over my transfer real quick just to get this initial chalk paste off of it. When I get finished with this video, I'll definitely go back and wash all of my transfers. But this is just a quick as you're going and doing your project, so you don't have to stop and go run to the sink or the bathroom to rinse your transfer. You can just give it a quick wipe down with the Clorox wipe, get off that initial, and then you can go back and wipe it again. So that's what I'm doing. And again, that's why my my chalk couture cloth has all these different chalk paste designs on them, because I haven't had a chance to wash it and I use it often. All right, so this is good. And now I will put this back on. Oh, I meant to mention earlier, when you are doing your projects, it is always good when you have multiple transfers to label the back of your transfer so that you know that this transfer goes onto this backing. So I don't know if that's completely even or not, but that's that. And I'll set that one to the side. So now I have my Wild and Free and I have my Wonder. Now I can place my antlers down here. So I kind of want it maybe up a little bit more and over to the left a little bit more. So that will go right there. And I think I already fuzzed this skull earlier. And this is my skull. And my skull is gonna go right here. Now the reason I placed my antlers on there first is because I needed to see where I was gonna lay my skull down. Okay. So I think with the skull, I'm going to do it in that shimmer red. I'm gonna do it in that shimmer red. again, I really like this color. This is my favorite new color from Couture, by the way. Alright, I think I got it. And it works really well with every surface I've used it on so far. And these colors, as many as they are, also come in inks. So you can use these for pillows and t-shirts and hats. So this is the chalk paste, which works well with multiple surfaces as well. You just may have to wax the surface first. I'm going to be working on a fall project here soon. And I'm working on my fall classes. I know it's July, right? But before you know it, fall will be here. I know we're still in the midst of summer. Awesome. I love this color. That turned out great. Alright, so again, I'm going to be using probably this same wet wipe to wipe my transfers down. And there we go. Alright, so I got that on there. And we're moving right along. We're keeping it moving. And now I get to put these antlers on here. And these I'm going to do in that tide color. Yes. I'm gonna add a little, a pop of color, not a little, a pop of color. I'm gonna add a pop of color. And I'm gonna fuzz this really good. This is really sticky. I need to fuzz this a couple of times. And I'm doing it off camera because I didn't want to get it on my little skull, which is still drying. Yeah, see, that's still wet. So, anyway, I'm fuzzing the antlers. And the antlers are going to go on top of here like that. I think that's even. Not 100% sure. We'll see in a minute. So, I'm going to use one of my larger squeegees. And I'm going to use the Tide, which is also a new color. Newer color. I'm going to use the Tide on the antlers. So, see, I said this is new. This is actually brand new. So I'm gonna need to stir this. Oh, what a rich color. OMG. Got a little bit on my finger. I'll just put that right on there. Oh, wow, so rich and dark. Look at that. And I'm pretty sure that's plenty enough. look at that. I think this is gonna come out really, really well. I think I got everything. Yep. I just go over it a couple times just to make sure that I didn't miss a spot or anything. But I think I got it all. I'm gonna get all of the excess up. All right. There really wasn't much to put back in the jar. So with this one, I think I'm just gonna put that on the squeegee and get some of that off because that's a very rich color. These chalk transfers have pigment in them, so the color is almost like it can stain your fingers and whatnot. In the beginning, it does wash out, but you will have some staining in this particular color. It's a very dark color. Look at that. Oh, I love that. All right, let's see here. Wonder, Wild, and Free. Okay. And now I have this really pretty feather that I'm probably going to go with a couple of colors on. And I'm going to, let me see, what color should I do this? What color should I do this feather in? Or how about a multicolor? I bet that'll be cute. All right, I think I want to actually wash this transfer because it's such a dark color and I don't want it to stain my transfer too bad. So you all be patient, I will be right back. All right. All right, so I washed the transfer. It did get a little, it did stain a little bit, but I knew that was gonna happen because it's such a dark color. But I was able to wash it. And the great thing about this color is it kind of blends in with our Chalk Couture teal color transfer, so it's not too bad. I'm gonna just wipe it off. There we go. And voila. Put this back on the transfer. I do intend to wash all of my transfers later after my live video, but for the sake of time, I do just want to clean them briefly, which will make it a whole lot easier to clean them, you know, more thoroughly later. So there we go. All right. So this is good for now. I'm just wiping it on this cloth to dry it so I can put it back on. So I can put it back onto this. So that's that. All right. And now I feel like I need something brighter on here. So I'm gonna go with probably this marigold. Let me see. Bumblebee or marigold? I like both of them. I guess I can always do 2 feathers, huh? Let's see. I guess we can do 2 feathers. So, which one do you like? Which one do you like? I think I actually like both of them. So I think I'm gonna go with both of them. And I love that this has these rich Southwest colors. Couture has so many colors. Oh, I didn't realize this one was not open. So let me open this right quick. I need my little stir stick. And just a little squirt of water. I had to open it. Ooh. That seemed like a lot of squirt of water. A little squirt of water. Mix this all up. I can get a good little amount to put on my feather here. Oh, some of it is actually coming off, so off onto my finger, that is. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of wipe that in since it already came off. And I'm gonna use my handy dandy. I know I'm getting chalk paste all over my fingers, but that's okay. It washes right off. But I'm gonna get me a little wipe real quick because I don't want to get these colors on my fingers into any of my other jars. So I'll use a smaller squeegee, and I'll go ahead and get that all over the feather. Huh. I like this color as well. It's a very rich, I guess kind of orangish yellow. It's called marigold. So it's a very rich color, very bright. It's a very bright color. Ooh, look at my feather. So with that being yellow, that almost looks yellow. I'm thinking I should probably have another feather, but maybe darker, since that's so. Well, how about I have orange, that, and yellow? I think I'm gonna go with 3. I'm just gonna be wild and free here, y'all. And I think I'm gonna go with a couple of colors. Since that marigold is like a mix between yellow and orange, I think I'm gonna do an orange feather on one side and a yellow feather on the opposite side of this marigold. Those are going to be some of the colors I'm going to use in my flowers at the top too, so it'll all go together. Yep, it will all go together. So how about that? I really like this And I don't know if this is completely dry, so let me just kind of fan it a little bit, because as I lay my feather down, I don't want to pull up any of the chalk paste by because this is, well, I guess I could fuzz it a little bit more. So I'm gonna go with this water. Definitely gonna have to put some more water in my bumblebee, because I believe it's been kind of sitting here for a minute, and or at least sitting, because I've had this since last year, and so I definitely need to moisten it up and get it good and ready for me to use again. So as I'm stirring this, I'm going to let my my feather dry. Let my feather dry some more. And if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a OC or a message. Check my messages every day. If you're interested in coming to any of my upcoming classes, I am in Las Vegas now. So for some of you who followed me from when I was in Virginia, that might be a little difficult to do. But I will be doing a fall class coming up. It's called Fall Into Fall. And we have some great projects. I'm going to be putting it on online. And for those of you who aren't local, you know, you can always follow us and join us by just ordering your transfer. And if you let me know that you want to follow along, I can go live as we're doing our project, and you can follow along with us. So don't feel like you can't be a part of joining us as we do our project. So this feather is going to be a little bit in on top of this other feather, but I think that's going to be okay because they're so close in color. I don't think it's going to really mess up anything too much. But yes, definitely feel free to join us. Anytime I have a class, if you want to join or follow along, just shoot me a message and let me know. You can go online to the website and already order your transfer and your paste, and you can follow right along with us. I do have a what is that called? Oh goodness, I'm not really savvy with the social media stuff, but I do have a Instagram now under Noble Designs, so you can check out some of my pieces. I'm actually working on a couple of makeovers for my granddaughter's room, for a corner space in my house, and I'm going to be working on upcoming fall stuff. So I know I hadn't been on for a minute. That's because I just moved, and now that I'm settled, I'm getting back into the swing of things because I have missed my chalk couture. I tell you, I did have a class this past Thursday. Some wonderful ladies from work came and got to experience chalk couture for themselves, and they really had a great time. Really had a great time. So I am cleaning the feather again so that I can reuse it to do our last color. I'm really loving how this is turning out, guys. What do you think? What do you think? I think it's turning out great. So let me put the top back on here, and I'll get my last color, which is my orange. So This yellow that I used was Bumblebee. The first feather that I did was a marigold, and you can actually see the different colors between the yellow and the orange, the yellow and the marigold. And now I'm going to work on doing the orange feather. So this actually goes over here. I'm gonna take this one. So let me put this back up and let me get my orange. And I think I have just one orange. Actually, I have two different types of orange. I have orange peel, and then I have a pumpkin orange. And the pumpkin orange I think would be a little too dark. So I'm gonna go with the orange peel. And let's see if I can use my little tool to open this up, because I hadn't used this one before either. Okay. I'm just gonna open this one a little bit because I'm only gonna use a small amount to do the feather. So here we go. So I just need to stir this. So I'm just now opening it up. And I'm going to use this feather again, and we're going to put him up on top of here. So, all right, and that's going to be our last feather. I think 3 is enough, but I do like the different colors, and I do like the way that came out. So if you all will bear with me. Let me get my little orange in there. I think that's enough. Wait, let me put the rest of that back in the jar. I might have got a little too much on my squeegee, but that's okay. So here's our third and final feather. And there we go. Voila! What do you think? Oh, I love it. I think it came out really good. I think it came out really good. So now the Wonder, which is part of the chalk box series, the Wonder transfer and the little flowers that came with it, I am going to do those at the top. So and this is definitely a very easy transfer. If you're interested in the chalk box, I think I'll put a link in the bottom of the comment section of the video, of the picture, once I post it. So we're done with our flowers. I just wiped that off real quick, put that back on there, and now wash that later. Okay. So now we have a couple of flowers that we can put on here. I really love the way this has turned out, guys. So far, so good. So far, so good. This has turned out really, really pretty. And I just lifted this up so that I could fan it a little bit to get the leaves to dry, because I wanted it to be dry when I start working on the flowers. So I think for our flowers, we're gonna go with, let's see, what colors haven't I used yet? Let's see. this is the first one, and it's gonna go kind of right there. So I'm gonna make, actually I don't know if I want it on top of there. I think I kind of want it on top of here. I don't need to have a whole bunch of flowers. And again, don't know if it's centered. I don't worry about that. I just lay it down. So I think I'm gonna start him because I don't have very much gold in here, and I do like the shimmer gold. I am going to put a few flowers probably at the top with some of this gold in it. So I'm gonna start with just a little bit and use it on this, I don't know what this flower is called, but it's a pretty little flower. And this will be like our base flower to kind of put all of our other flowers around. So I think I got the whole thing. And I'm this far away from the, and I'm this far away from the transfer. I can't really see it as well as you all can, so I'm relying on intuition. Oh yeah, turned out perfect. All right, let me get my little cloth, and I will write my little transfer. And I'm probably only going to use this one once because it's kind of like the base for the other flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and put that one up. All right. And now we have some other flowers here. So I'm going to probably go with this one. Oh, wait. Before I do my flowers, I do want to do my leaves. And for the leaves, I have this parakeet. This is a new green. I don't recall using this green before. I don't know, I might have, but I don't recall. I'm trying to recall what project I would have used it in. I don't know, but it's a pretty green. And I have some fall colors for some greens that I'm gonna do. Like I said, I do have a fall class coming up, and I'm really excited about the project. So be looking for that next week. And I am going to do a live video for that one as well. So if anyone is interested, oh, you know what? I should have checked to make sure that this was completely dry. Let's see. I think I put a lot of chalk paste on it. Now to help so that this is so that this dries faster, you can always use a hair dryer, which is probably recommended. All right, so again, not doing any measuring, just eyeballing it. Think that looks good. So if I think it looks good, I'm gonna go with it. Make sure that I got everything covered. Wipe off the excess. Alright, and lift that up. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, so then my next one is going to be I think I'm going to use this and do another leaf on the opposite side. Let's see here. I'm kind of trying to get it to be right above the flower. But again, I can't really see it that well, so I'm just going off of assumption that it's on there right. And I kind of want that to be up a little bit. Okay. No, we'll see. If it doesn't look right again, it's okay. It'll be okay. That was up a little too high, but that's okay because I'll put a flower there and it'll cover that up. I was thinking it was too high, but again, it's all good. These are your projects that you create and make and take, so you really can't make an error. It's your project. It can look however you want it to look. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this little flower, right? And you know what? I don't have any red. Huh. I sure don't. I don't have any red. That's okay. I'm gonna take this little flower and I'm gonna kind of cover that up just a little bit. Yeah. See, I'm gonna be creative with it. I'm gonna use this little flower to make like our little, it's gonna kind of match our feathers. Let's see, I have my orange, my marigold, and my yellow. Okay. So I'm gonna start with the yellow. And I'm gonna use this little transfer to make some flowers that's gonna go right up that little area where it looks like it was a mistake made. Well, very small. Okay. And we're gonna set that right back on top of there. And we're gonna go with our next color. I believe the next color is the marigold. And we're gonna take that up. And then we're gonna go with our next color. I'm gonna wipe our transfer off a little bit to make sure we have the, we can get the whole flower. And while I'm wiping that off, I'm gonna wipe off my squeegee because I'm actually using the same one. I'm just wiping it off and repositioning it. Okay. And this one we're gonna put up just a little bit. Okay. There we go. Now, can't even hardly tell. All right. So, since I have my colors out here, I really want a regular red, which I don't even see in here. So I think I'm gonna go run and get that because I have some really pretty flowers and I want to give a pop of color. But you know what? We got this shimmer red. I think That's probably good enough. Yeah, that's probably good enough. I may do yeah. So actually yeah. Then I'll go with this other flower, which I'm gonna do with this tide here. And then I think I'm gonna bring in some of my shimmer colors and do a couple of flowers in that. What do you think? What do you guys think? And I really should, I really should let this dry. That's such an amazing color. It really is. That's such an amazing color. I think I'm gonna make this a flower. I don't know if you can see that that was a flower, but I really like that. I really like this tide, y'all. This color is like, so pretty. So pretty. And I'm just making him a little crown of blue flowers here. Oh, I should have let that dry first. That's okay. I just love that blue. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm loving this blue. All right. Yeah, let me wipe this off. Okay, so I'm wiping off the transfers because I just started reusing it, and it is best to get as much of the chalk paste off of it as you can if you're not going to wash it right away. So before I move on, let me wash some of the transfers that I've already used up, like the larger flower and then this smaller flower here. I'll wash those off with this little wet wipe, and then and we'll finish up. And I need to wipe off this little squeegee too because I'm going to reuse this. All right. So, oh, I have two other transfers, two small transfers to wipe. One being the leaves. and then the leaves, and then that little transfer right there. I'll wipe that off. There we go. And I usually, when you're wiping off the transfer, you definitely want to wipe the front and the back. You would think that you're not getting anything on the back, right? Wrong. The transfer comes, the chalk paste comes through the transfer on the back. So you definitely want to wipe the back off too. And it'll make it easier for you to be able to re-stick it back onto the paper that it came on. So I'll wipe the back of that. I'm not putting any more leaves, so that can go back up there. Oh, there goes my bar of water. And then this one is on here. So there are still a couple that I haven't done, a couple of flowers. And so I think I'm gonna do those in these golds, these shimmer colors. So I think I'm gonna do one in, let's see here, in the shimmer gold, and where's my little squeegee here? I think I'm gonna make a big flower in this shimmer gold because I really like that. All right. So definitely give me you guys' feedback and let me know what you think. How about that? Yep, I love it. All right, so that can be put away. Let's see, what color haven't I gotten done here? I decided not to go with the pumpkin. I do think I will probably go with a small flower in this shimmer red. Let me fuzz it first. And let me get a little, let's see, how about right here? For some reason, this little spot looked like it needed something. How about that? Oh, yes. And maybe over here. Yep. And then one more flower. What other color don't I have up here yet? I have, how about this yellow? I don't see but one little flower at the bottom with that yellow in it. So that's what we'll go with. Let me find my, this is our last little flower. We'll put it over here. And that's way too much paste. All right. Okay. Oh, I like it. Oh, you know what? I should put this up here also. Yes. Voila. What do you think? I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. I am making a mess. You can't hardly see. Move some of this stuff out your way. Yep, these are definitely my Southwest colors. So I'm loving how it has turned out so far. just closing all of the paste so that they don't dry out. I have a Clorox wipe. I'm wiping off the transfers that I just used. And let's put these back on here. Oh, there is a transfer missing. Oh, there it is. I was like, I know I have one more left and I don't see the transfer, but here it is. I found it. Alrighty, this is gonna be it for right now. Like I said, when I get my the motif transfer, I'm going to come back and do a border around this piece, and I will put up a picture so that you can see what it looks like. But for right now, let's see if I can lift this up so you can get a really good look at how it turned out so far. And let me know what you think. Is that backwards? I think, I don't know if I have it on here backwards or if you all can see, if you're seeing it right side up or right side down. But this is the up close look of how it turned out, and I absolutely love it. So let me know what you think in the comments, and yeah, I'll take a picture when I get the border done so you guys can see. All right, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the other videos that are coming up when I make over the little space and when I do the fall videos. Have a great afternoon.